Welcome to Rum&tings, where we drink rum and talk about things. I'm your host, Lana.
And I'm Mr. X.
And our guests today are
Ashley.
John.
And today's topic is there such thing as privacy in marriage? Mr. X?
So, privacy in marriage is, depending on relationship, it can be non-existent, where that person requires you to know every single detail you're doing, while others, and me preferably, there gotta be some level of privacy. Like, even though we're in a relationship, I'm still my own person, and I expect you to be the same person.
Just because you're your own person doesn't mean that you're not getting privacy, though. Like, you're able to do whatever you want to do. Privacy to me would be like you have like your own private things going on, and that you're not really letting the other person in. To me, that seems more of a privacy. I don't know. What do you think, Ashley?
I feel that you don't have to tell me everything you did in your past life unless it's directly affecting me now. But I feel that you should still check in with me throughout the day, because I feel that's just what married couples do. I feel that we're friends and we're married, so it's important for us to feel married, like we're sharing a life together.
That's fine, but some people, like I say, they gotta know up to date moments or up to time moments. Okay, hey, I left this place and we're somewhere else now. It's like we're out and about. You know generally what I'm doing.
But isn't that
I
more
keep you
just...
filled in, but it's not like I'm tell you one thing and doing something completely different. If something changed slightly and we're slightly somewhere else, but not completely doing something, then okay. There's like, and I fill you in later. Then that shouldn't be too bad. Like, not if it's like a big difference.
Isn't that just communication though? Because I feel like privacy would be like, do I have the password to your phone? Do I have access to your computers, your emails, all your accounts? Like, that to me is more privacy. Like, if you're going somewhere and you tell me, that's just communicating. Like, I don't really see that as privacy.
No, it's not necessarily. It not exactly is privacy, but it's one of the things where it still falls in the line of it, in my opinion, in some shape or form.
I feel that there should be privacy in the sense that, okay, you don't have to know everything that's going on in my immediate family or my cousins or something, because maybe there's just certain things that's just really not your priority to know, like maybe dealing with wills or stuff. Maybe there's certain stuff about my female friends that they just really definitely don't want anybody to know. To me, that makes sense. But to me, knowing a password shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, we are married. Like, to me, like, your life should be my life and my life should be your life. Like, if everything's really all good in the hood, then it shouldn't really matter. Yeah. What do you think, John?
I just feel like it's about space. I feel like in marriage you need a certain level of space, and I think that's where the privacy is. It's like, I feel like you should have your own set of friends, personality, be able to breathe without that person for a couple of hours, in a sense. A lot of people just feel like you always got to do anything all the time together, and it's like, all right, like, before I met you, I was doing it. I feel like you should be able to do the same thing you were before you got married. Certain things change, like if you have kids or unexpected situations, sickness, things like that. Okay, but if everything is pretty much the same, then I expect the same. Like, if you were a person that liked to do makeup or, do certain things for your kind of fun, I'm not expecting you to change it because you met me. So vice versa. If you hung out with certain people, I'm not expecting you to stop hanging out with those people. It's like, those still your friends. So go hang with your friends, kind of thing. But I just feel like when, somebody's a little, I think privacy for me falls on the line, are you overbearing? Are you always in that person's face? Because it's like, I don't care for how long, well, how many years you get married. People with great marriages, people with, they're just waiting for their loved ones to die so they can move on freely. Like, one thing they always talk about is like, yo, this person's always in my face. And like, I just feel like space and, as you said earlier, communication is really, really where everything, to me, when it comes to privacy.
So you feel like if you communicate, then, okay, let's say you need some space. So you feel like if you communicate, hey, like, I just need a minute, I'm gonna go do whatever with this person, give me a minute. At least I communicated with you, then it should at least be good.
I mean, not even. I guess that's when it comes to like an emotional state. Maybe you're not feeling up to par, whether it's depression or whatever the case may be. You're just maybe not feeling it that day. But I'm just talking about in general terms. Like, there'll be days where you just gonna hang with the boys. Like, hey, look, babe, I'm about to go hang with the boys. I'm gonna holler at you. You feel me? Let's say if I cleared around 6 or 7. You shoot me a text, yo, you straight? Yeah, I'm good. Still with the boys. We at such and such bar. And just like what Walter said, like, all right, maybe the plans change. All right, cool, whatever. So if you hit me up, hey, how was it? Hey, well, you know what? Shoot, I thought we was finna go to Twin Peaks. We ended up at Duffy's, whatever. But, so on and so forth. Like, and that's just pretty much it. Because, like I said, sometimes honestly, it's just healthier that way. I mean, you still have your friends, a different perspective. If you're always around that same person, it's like you don't let that person be them anymore. Now it's kind of like they have to form to be around you, and those relationships are really weird. I don't know if you ever seen people that just stick to each other. It's like they got no real friends. They don't do anything. They sit up in the house. They get super judgmental. It's really, really weird.
Oh,
that is weird. I have one more question. Do you think that marriages should have a curfew?
No. I mean, me personally, I don't really care, but I just also feel like, I guess, and it depends on like what your standard on. Leave me as a husband is like, okay, I'm not finna press you about what time you get home. I'm gonna just periodically check. So if you go out at 8, I'm gonna hit you up around like 12. Like, yo, you still alive? Nigga, the car break down. Like, stuff like that. Then, like, I would probably get concerned around, like, the 2 or 3, because it's like, okay, I mean, even in Miami, most clubs close at 3, 4 o'clock. So it's like, okay, if I didn't get a text, like, okay, on my way home and stuff like that, then it's like, all right, let me stay awake, because maybe her phone died or maybe something happened. I mean, you don't want to think the worst, like, some Liam Neeson type junk. But, like, you want to just be able to be like, okay, you home? Cool, I'm going to knock back out. But, like, I feel like when especially comes a late night, I mean, for me, I feel like I would like my partner to communicate that, just so that way, because, I mean, it's crazy out there, you feel me? So, it's like, anything can happen to women. So, that's just my thing.
It's within reason. Now, if it makes sense. Okay, hey, you're going out to nightlife. Understandable that you're gonna be there late. Now, there's one thing he's talking about. You going out to eat and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, there's a problem there.
What if I decided to go somewhere after I went to eat?
My whole thing is okay, I don't mind my husband going out, but if it's like back to back or like 3 nights in a row, then I'm like, no. By like day 2 and 3, I'm just like, no, I want my time. Because now I'm just like, so you're just with the boys all the time. And then it's like, okay, I don't really mind you being out late at night, but like, just communicate that to me. Like, everything's about communication, because I need to be able to mentally prepare my mind knowing that I won't be expecting you.
So I think it comes down to, like, because you also have to look at it like, you go to work and then you spend majority of your time really at work, and then you come home, and how much time do you actually really spend quality time with your partner? And then it comes down to, like, how much time would you like to spend quality time with your partner? Because some people, they're good with the, we see each other, we sleep in the same bed together, we wake up together, that's all the time that I need with you. And then some people are like, I need at least a good 3-4 hours every day of quality time with you.
Yeah, and 9 to 11 before I go to sleep.
I don't feel like I need 3 to 4 hours every day, but I feel like definitely if I don't see you the night before and the night after that, then I'm like, definitely, like, you have to make up. Like, I want to see you the next 2 days. Like, if you were with the boys, like, 2 days back to back, then I'm like, no, I want to hang out with you this weekend or something. Like, I feel like there has to be some balance.
Yeah, but that's simply making the plan. You're like, okay, hey, he's doing stuff. Then you're just like, hey, babe, let's go do this or something. Mm-hmm. But if you don't make no plans and tell them, like, hey, we're going to do this together.
Make no plans. I got to make the plans for us to spend time together.
Oh, but it means okay, hey, there's stuff going on and it catch my attention. You don't feel like doing anything at the moment, or you have your own things going on.
I feel like after a certain amount of days, I shouldn't have to make plans. I feel like, you should be like, making plans. Because before we got married, like, y'all made plans.
But
like,
but it's one of the things where at some point we run to different pages where I'm more active and you're not. Like for example, even when in this situation, she's there with me, but she's still aggravated that we're going out every weekend. But I'm just like, first,
I need some sleep.
but first,
Can I sleep? Can I take a nap?
Before that,
Can I take a nap? Can I take a nap?
This
was before 2 kids. Sir, can I take a nap?
You
I
can.
need a nap. I just need a nap.
You want to come?
You want to go party till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The kids wake up about 8. How much sleep do I get? Not that much. Sir, I'm tired. Can I take a nap?
But you say you're tired, but then you want to come.
Because I kind of want to have fun too.
Nobody wants to really be left behind. Nobody really wants to be left behind. The thing is, if I'm gonna have to be bored, I want you to be bored with me. Like nobody wants to, like there's.
You gotta name the Lord.
No, I feel like when I genuinely want my time, right?
What is it, babe? What are you thinking?
Me? Oh no, nothing. I just feel like it's just like a level of like selfishness in that whole little segment just there. It's like no, it's just about me. Oh no,
if I get stabbed, I want you to get stabbed too. We're a family.
We are one.
We are one. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel my problem with Mr. X is like he wants his quality time, and that's great. I want my quality time, but he feels that the way he does his quality time should be the way that I do my quality time. So he likes to go out and party and socialize. That's his quality time. My quality time is drinking a bottle or 2 of wine and watching reality TV show. That is literally my quality time. So when I do that, he's like, no, you need to get out the house. Why do I need to get out the house? This is my quality time.
Because it's 30 days.
You can leave.
30 days.
Do whatever you want and just let me watch my reality shows, drink my wine, and eat my chicken. What's wrong with that?
Oh, why you not home? Why you not spending no time? I said you call me. Nah, I'm good, bro.
I don't know. You could go. Like,
here's one thing. I only go out 2 days of the week. Friday, Saturday, occasionally a Thursday when I really need some stress reliever. Monday through Friday before 7.
So you play game until dang near
For
bedtime.
2 hours. Damn near.
You come home, you hop on the game, and you play. I have no problem with playing the game because I still get to watch my show. But if you look at how much time you actually spend with somebody, it's 2 hours.
But conveniently, you're forgetting the fact that I'm usually off by 8:50, and we watch TV from 9 till about midnight.
He lying. He be out by 10:30.
No, 11:45.
Snoring and everything.
I mean, I just feel like that's the thing to me. Like, to me, quality time is just literally being around each other at some point. It's like we home and we vibing and like you're doing your own thing. Because it's crazy because it's like y'all watch our TV shows or Power or whatever black show. It's like, and then you can be like, oh, we want to spend quality time. Like, I just watched you watch 6 episodes of a show. Like, if you really wanted to spend time, bro, we could have watched the show together. And then it's like, then they fault you if they fall asleep. Like, oh, they don't count.
No.
Like,
They don't count.
What you mean? They do count. Because
So,
I chose
I got to add on some bullshit to that. I'm going to be talking, we're talking about, I want some quality time. Okay, I'm just sitting here chilling. You're going to watch TV and stuff together. All right, I put everything down my phone thing. And what are you doing?
Because he's playing something that I don't want to watch.
Oh, what happened to our quality time?
He's playing something that I don't want to watch.
And it'd be like, hey, what do you watch? Oh, we put on Family Guy. Okay, we put that on.
I watch every episode of Family Guy like 10 times. I know it word for word.
But then you say you want quality time, I give it to you. But
if something happens, I reference Family Guy. That's how much I know Family Guy.
I will say I feel that my husband does spend a lot of quality time with me, but I do know I can get extremely emotional. And sometimes, even when he spent extreme amount of time with me, I get in my moods where I'm just like, I don't want you to hang out with your friends. Oh, yeah. And I mean, it's not really his fault. I just get in my mood sometimes. Exactly. It's like sometimes like the baby comes out and I'm like, okay, I want attention.
Yeah, we heard. Dum. Break. Dum. Every time I think he's done. Nope, he's not done yet.
I get cranky when I don't have certain things fulfilled. And then, after it's there, I'm happy again. Yes.
I mean, for me, I just feel like that's just, again, it goes back to just having like a lack of friends. Because like you have friends, you wouldn't be like, I don't know, I feel like when people got stuff to do, it's like you don't really have time to be emotional about other things. Like, if you got friends that you could vibe with, or you got A1s, whatever you want to call them, it's like, all right, cool, I'm just going to chill with my dog. Or you're on the phone with that person, or you're chit-chatting about something, or y'all trying to make plans, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, now when you don't have friends, or you don't like the friends you have, it's kind of like, now you're just stuck to your spouse. And
I
like,
have friends, but you're the love of my life. What can I say?
Boo, don't want to hear that. I just feel like you don't like none of your friends because you don't talk to any of them.
Well, I gotta say to her, I'm like, okay, hey,
I
go
don't
socialize. She don't like
but
dealing with people, but when we
yes.
get out there, she talk to be like, oh, why are you forcing me friends? Yeah, you gotta talk to
But
other
the
people
thing,
besides me.
my problem is the way that you have fun and the way you spend your quality time and your stress reliever of going out and having fun is not the way that I process or my quality time I want it to be. That's
With
not
her?
how I want it to be.
With friends?
No.
I mean, outside of me.
I told you all the time, you can leave the house, you can do whatever the hell you want, just leave me alone and give me 2 bottles of wine so I can watch my TV show. Don't keep telling me you need to go out, you need this, you need that. Whatever you do for your stress relief is not what I need for my stress relief. Leave me alone in front of this TV.
Shit. I think this is recorded because you would never. I'm like, hey, you said it. No, the
I
fuck
say
I did
it
not
so
say that.
many
This shit's
times.
recorded
You
now,
don't
so
listen.
hey, I'm gonna play
I
this right
say
back
it
for
so
you.
many times
Alright.
you don't listen.
All right.
You do it. That is the way you have fun, your quality time. My quality time is everybody leaves me alone. That means I ain't got the kids in my ears. You are gone. I can sit in front of this TV and watch whatever the hell I want to watch. And drink my glasses of wine.
Mm-hmm.
And eat some chocolate.
Babe, it's just I appreciate your presence in my life and you understand me on a spectrum like I feel like no one else understands me. Even my closest friends, I feel like you just understand me on a spectrum no one else does, and that's why I appreciate your company.
Oh.
I know, right? Tear dropping effect.
I know.
Yeah.
That was so lovely right there.
Right. Reality of the situation is she just don't want to talk to nobody. Everybody bothers her to some point of degree. And like, well, she only likes 3 people, hence why we're at your house, because you're one of the 3. And like, I just feel like at the end
He
of the
was
day,
mad because I wanted to go to Tampa and I can't control who I love. I say Lana and Watson and, Mr. X, they're very wonderful people.
I mean, no, dope.
I know I am.
I mean, yeah, you've been my brother for a minute. That's the whole purpose. But but that's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta. I feel like this is where people establish just different relationships, so that way you can. I mean, and not only that, I feel like when you, one point that you brought out is just having friends who have on the same vibe. You get married friends, or you get cool married friends. So at least you get a different perspective on stuff, like maybe healthy advice or things like that. But you can't do that if you ain't got no friends. Like, you can't, like, I can't call up a single person and be like, yeah, man, my wife doing this. I'm like, oh, yeah, word? I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't relate.
But see, I can hit up Walter and be like, yeah, bro, this what happened. He could be like, hey.
Don't worry.
He hit you up?
BBC disease.
Yeah.
He hit you up?
Yeah.
Oh, step.
Yeah. See?
It's one of these ways.
But that's what I'm saying. And it's
No. He's like, I'm crazy.
and it's vice versa. So I just feel like at the end of the day, like, that's that privacy that's needed, because sometimes you got to step outside the box to really look at a situation. If you're always in a situation and, like, I guess say you get deep in the trenches about stuff, sometimes stepping away, not necessarily like, oh, I got to go for hours and fill my stomach with alcohol. Nah, stepping away from a situation could be as simple as just literally taking time out to yourself and, like, revisiting the situation on your own terms, on a more calm terms by yourself, actually being honest with yourself. And I think that's why, like, that space is needed, because you may be looking at something or a situation and be like, all right, yeah. And then you look back and be like, you know what? I could have spoke to her better this way. Instead of using this term or these words, I could have spoke this way. Because, I mean, honestly, everybody has their 2 extremes. Being a wife, I'm pretty sure isn't easy. Being a husband isn't easy. So it's like on both sides of the sword, it's like there's a lot of things that goes into being that person every day, or putting on many hats. So it's like, when you get to step away and look at, or the time I call privacy, And now it's really the time where it's you're in your head, you get to think more calm, and it's like you get to just sit back and grasp a situation without being rushed, without trying to answer a question or whatever. You can just literally look at it and just, okay, yeah, I messed up right here.
Okay, so basically your time alone is sometimes time to reflect on how you acted in your marriage.
I mean, just for anything, because no, it's for me. I think honestly, it's just, I mean, dad and I'll be honest, it's really just also, I mean, for everything. Sometimes you just need to get away. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes it's just annoying. It's just like always in the face every day. Like, you're not a routine guy. Sometimes you gotta break away.
So you're just a person who just likes their space.
Yeah, like I just personally like space. Like, I don't think like you need to be secretive, or you feel me, or like.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to identify or be honest with yourself and say, I am a person. Yes, I love my wife. I love my marriage, but I'm just the type of person where I like my space. And so your spouse also has to work with that, but you also have to work with what your spouse needs and wants too.
And I don't mind you having your space.
It's just meeting each other at that line where you guys are both fulfilling your needs and your wants and you're both happy. Instead of, it can't feel like, well, I'm going to get my space even though she might have a problem with it. Because, yeah, she's not going to be happy with you wanting all this space, but it's also for her to, like, say, I know he needs the space. This is what makes him happy. I'm going to give him at this medium where it fulfills my needs and wants too, while also fulfilling his needs and wants. So we meet each other on this line.
Yeah, I have a somewhat of a base schedule. Yeah, it's not saying stick to this, but we know
just to give y'all a head start.
Every second.
I think what you husbands has to understand about wives, our job. We feel like our job is to make you comfortable and also to protect you. So sometimes the reason why we act the way we do is because either we're making you comfortable or we're very protective.
Oh, so that BBC disease is to make us feel better.
What the heck is the BBC?
Don't ask. Oh, why you ask?
I was just like, I'm afraid to ask. I was afraid to ask. I was like,
I gave you a pre-warning. I said he's going to say some off-the-wall stuff.
It kicks in different times, and it doesn't necessarily be rational. You just stroke their head and just say, hey, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. It's okay, we'll get you a new toothbrush. It just,
I
whatever.
swear to God, you get on my nerves. You know what?
Okay, what do you do to make Mr. X comfortable and protect him?
To make him comfortable. I mean, that's not.
Hey, that's a long part. Oh, what do I do?
What do I do? Shit. Well, let's see. I cook him food because he likes to eat. I give him sex because he likes sex. And I keep the kids from danger. And yeah, I take care of the household.
Shit, that kid thing had shit to do with me.
Yeah,
but they're your children.
To worry about the kids.
I didn't say you doing it for me.
I'm doing it so you don't have to worry about it.
Honestly, honestly, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work trying to like. It's like. In y'all mind, y'all do a job one time and y'all are like, oh, this is easy. You go grocery shopping one time, this is easy. You make your grocery list one time, this is easy. But imagine just having to keep up with that stuff every week.
I was a stay-at-home husband. I know that bullshit. So, hey, you don't talk about, oh, this shit's too hard. Nigga, I do it too. You got that excuse.
And he found every shortcut in the book that he could find.
And the kid was happy. I was happy. I got the school done.
My poor baby, she waited on me to come home every single day.
But, like, when it comes to men, y'all are so basic with things, which isn't a bad thing. Yes. But like I was talking about this with somebody. To y'all, everything is so simple because y'all look at the most minimal way of fulfilling it. Like
it's like watch the kids.
Feed the kids. Like my dad would literally feed us like frozen meals or like noodles and was like, oh, this is a meal.
Noodles and noodles and cereals and stuff.
Yeah, and it'd be like, this is a meal.
What's the nutrition in that?
Kid are you?
What's the nutrition in that? No, they're supposed to have their protein and their starch and their carbs and all that good stuff and their vitamins and all of that.
Sorry with the good childhood. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
talking about 7 food groups. Like what? I thought it was only 2. Bread and meat.
Or like somebody at my job.
Jelly real good. You ain't the one in the same jar. You were rich.
So listen, how would you feel if I fed you peanut butter and jelly every day?
I mean, it would have brought me back to the childhood that I always had. Like, I don't.
He wouldn't have ate peanut butter and jelly every day.
Damn.
He would have been like, babe, you need to cook me some real food.
You damn right.
I mean,
So why give it to the babies?
Because it's them, not me.
I mean, like, I feel like at the end of the day, it's two different spectrums. Like the nurturing aspect, some people just don't have it. Shoot, I could tell my dad, he was just a vegetable freak. So me, vegetables and meat, and he ain't believe in rice. Like, I don't know. I ain't never meet a Haitian that ain't really believe in rice. It's just a ton of vegetables
crazy.
and fish. No, it's crazy thing is he eat a lot of rice, but when he cook, it's like he ain't want to make the rice. It's like
he still don't make rice.
He's like, he don't like his own rice. Like, if my mama don't cook it, we ain't got no rice. So that's just what it was. So I mean, like with my dad, he ain't watch us. He just made us. His way of watching was putting us to work. Hey, come build this fence. Like, I was a 7-year-old holding like 2x4s and stuff. Like, so that was just my thing. So I don't know. Everybody's childhood was different. I was working in the trenches. And like by
in
the
the
time
trenches.
by the time my mom got home, I was knocked out. Like,
Your mom was probably like, job done.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I was always working. So.
But at the point, you go, time went by, learned the skill. He ate. He's still alive. And nothing's fucked up. Is it a failure?
Mr. X got my daughter over here climbing fences at 2 years old.
Hey, that's what's up.
She
gonna be the Simone Biles over here, about to do backflips.
Thank you. Like, no, why you took her to the park? She's supposed to be playing on the swing set. She's supposed to be doing the whole little slides and stuff.
She didn't want to do that. She said, "Oh, Daddy, look." They're running a completely different direction. Yeah, watch her trying to climb the fence and get over it. She was getting over it.
Hey.
No, that's not.
But that's her though.
That's her, but that doesn't mean that you should just let her run free reign. Like,
she's within her arm reach.
But you know, in most men's mind, their children will never seriously get hurt
until they seriously get hurt.
I mean, but I don't know. I feel like that's just life. But you gotta let kids be. I feel like in today's age, kids can't be kids. Like, I mean, you see kids like wearing like adult clothing and stuff. You know, that's a whole nother topic.
Adult clothes. They never drink from a damn water hose.
Yeah, I feel like kids ain't kids.
That's protein.
Huh?
That's immunity builder right there.
Like, you know, kids ain't kids no more. Like, kids is either they too weak.
That sounds
they
risky.
brittle.
No, it's not.
See,
we didn't have coronavirus in my day.
I'm telling you.
No, there ain't no disease. If
You
it wasn't
drink from a
AIDS,
water
you were fine.
hose?
Of course.
Yes.
What the heck? You go to a park, man. You feel all you taste is straight cold water and rubber.
Yep. You go to a friend's house. Oh, we're thirsty. Oh, grab the hose.
That's it. You got a hose and go to work.
I didn't have no juice. I love juice.
What the fuck was juice?
I'm telling you.
I love juice.
You must have had money for the juice.
Yeah, she's talking about. She's talking about red drink.
The jungle juice. And that little jungle juice was hitting. But I mean, it's like, again, I don't know. I just feel like in life, the styles of, I mean, the eyes is also different. So I do feel like going back to the subject, it's more just you gotta expect what you get into. Like, I think people expect things to change when you get married. It's like the dating phase is for you to learn that person, not to change that person. Because whoever that person is, that's who that person gonna be when you say I do. So like people on both parties, men and women, be like, you know what? Man, that girl can't cook, but when she get married, she gonna be in the middle. Nah, she's just finna burn your crib down. Like, she can't cook now. She can't.
No, I feel like there is.
Burn water.
Exactly.
I don't even want to know. I feel like there is a form of change when you get into a marriage. Not necessarily saying that the person like changes drastically, but there are certain things that you may be able to do in your dating phase that has to change when you got married.
You can improve.
That's wrong.
You can
Okay,
improve
what do you
with
think
it.
I improved on since we've been
right there.
like
That's
dating?
Adjust. They can adjust. They don't change. Now, me expecting you to change who you are, that's wrong. But to adjust and coordinate, yes, that's what they're
I agree 1,000%.
I think women look at it differently.
Babe,
though,
what do you
'cause
think
if
I
can't cook,
improved
I'ma learn
on
how to
since
cook.
we've been married?
That's changing.
No, I know plenty of people who can't cook. Talking about, oh, what you eating? Oh, I'm eating barbecue spaghetti.
Barbecue spaghetti.
I know plenty of people. They've been eating out since they started the marriage. So it's one of the things where if
I knew a guy.
Cook beforehand.
I knew a guy who paid for his wife's cooking class because he was like, "You are going to learn how to cook."
I mean,
I could totally see Bay doing something like that, like in the sense of we're gonna fix the problem. But he would have never married me if I couldn't cook.
Big facts. But like,
yeah, that's a requirement.
I mean, I look at it like it's what I mean by improvement. Or to answer your question, things that you improved on. Honestly, you're the same person. You just learn how to just tolerate certain stuff. Like you didn't really change like who you are. You're still the same person. It's just now that we have different ways of communicating. So our communication piece got stronger, but you're literally the same person. I always tell you, just like your mom. So it's like you still act like your mom. You didn't change. You just got more like your mom as you got older. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like, yes, to a degree, you can improve or bring out a quality that the person may have. Like, let's say a person is a good-hearted person or a hard-working person, but they may not know how to, they may not have the, I guess, the strength, not strength, what's the proper word? The confidence, there it is, to actually venture out for themselves and start their own business, but they know how to do that certain kind of work. That's one thing. That in a sense that is change. Or maybe that person is a good, honest person, but he broke. So maybe you found, you took that and be like, all right, bro, I know you broke, but I'm gonna help you use your personality to help you get a job. I'm gonna find a personality or find a trade or something that's good for your skill set. That's another thing. But your personality, who you are, is who you are. Like if you don't like a certain stuff when you're dating, you're definitely not gonna like it when you're married. And the thing is, especially if you're not one of those couples that live with each other in the dating phase, so it's now you're learning two different cultures, two different ways of living, two different ways of life. And those things together in one household when you've never been in it is literally catastrophic when you do not know. Because it's like, we got a Yank and a Haitian. First of all, Haitians are living their own time zone, their own world. They ain't never know we're on time. Like we are our own species.
That's like
you're not a true
She's on
Haitian.
time when it's her stuff.
But
you're not a true Haitian.
Don't get me
That's
started.
true.
You're very Americanized.
Don't
but
even
even
get
then,
me
it's
started.
just like even then, just that alone.
On my own stuff.
On your own stuff, you know damn well.
For my own stuff.
Yeah,
He's still mad about Cedric graduation, even though we got there before Cedric got there. Why is he still mad that we was late to the graduation, but we got there before the graduating people are supposed to get there?
It's the point of trying to be on time. Like Friday, we're gonna go out. We plan to meet them at 10:30. It's on 40-minute drive. We're gonna leave at 10. Okay, it's 10:05. All right, I'm coming. T in front of the mirror. Does this look better?
What time did they show up? Ask them what
better?
time they showed up. The people were supposed to meet at 10:30. Didn't show up till
that.
12.
But it's the fact of the matter.
So why
if
was
they
you
showed up
rushing
on
me?
time, I'm
Why
trying to
were
get
you
that car for
rushing
free.
me?
They invited me.
Honestly, I can see John stressing me about something like that. He feels that I'm late to everything, and I am late to everything. I admit I have a very bad problem with time, but the thing is, I always show up. Even with Lana, I said I'm going to be here by 10. I didn't get here till 12:45 at night. But the thing is, I showed up. I always show.
I mean, honestly, it's certain stuff I learned just to start giving up on. And definitely time is one of it, because it gets to the point where if you realize somebody just don't care about it, there's nothing you can do to change.
So why don't you do if your partner takes she's an hour late.
It doesn't matter.
Why don't you tell her 2 hours prior?
It doesn't matter.
So if the party starts at 4 and you tell her, hey babe, the party starts at 1 o'clock, she's still gonna be late to this 4 o'clock party.
Most
Most
definitely. Most definitely. She chooses to be late on purpose because it makes her feel better. She chooses to be late on purpose. She knows what time anything starts, and she chooses to be late.
She prefer black people time?
No, she just she wants to be late. And it's if she's early, she's oh, this is why I come late. It's nah, nigga, you just late because you always want to be late. You have no real reason why you never want to be nowhere on time. She chooses to be late. So it's honestly, but honestly, it goes back to I already knew that coming into the relationship. So it's I can't sit there and be mad that like everywhere we go, we're gonna be late.
It's because I have OCD about other things. Like, for example, sometimes I want to do laundry before I leave the house. Sometimes I want to fold clothes before I leave the house. Sometimes I want to wash the dishes, sweep
All
the
these
floor.
excuses?
It's like, it's my own.
You lost me there.
It's like sometimes
I thought you was about to tell me something good. Yeah, you lost me there.
Sometimes it's my OCD for why I'm late. Like, I just feel like I have to get stuff done. Like, before I came to Lana's house, I was like, oh my God, I have to fold the clothes. I have to put a load of clothes in the laundry, in the wash.
You fold clothes?
I do. It's
I've been trying to get this one do laundry for a week. Well, sorry, it's a lie, a month.
I'll do the laundry. You see, the thing is, when this man does the laundry, right? You know how men do it the most basic way possible?
Get it
So
done.
they just take the whole clothes, stuff it in the washing machine, put it on quick wash for like 2 seconds,
Yeah, he does.
take it out, put it in the dryer. It comes out smelling like it did before it went in the washing machine.
Shit, we got more clothes than baby in that basket. It's clean. It's in there. All right. I did my part. I put my
After
clothes
I
away.
rewashed
I washed
them.
your clothes.
I
I'm like,
rewashed-
okay.
he doesn't know that.
Just put your thing
But
away.
I
Just put it
rewashed
away.
them.
Just put it away.
So I spend most of the time rewashing the clothes, and then when he comes home, I'm tired because I just had to rewash all the clothes you said you washed, and now you want me to put it away. No, sir. I spent the whole day rewashing everything you washed. If you just left it alone and let me wash it the way that I was going to wash it, it would have been fine. But no, you had.
I'm
to
not
stuff
gonna
it
lie,
all
my husband
in the
is
washing
extremely
machine.
good at chores. My only fault with John is that he refuses to pick up a pan or a pot. But when it comes to chores, he's immaculate, okay? Like, he cleans every part of the bathroom. He will fold like 3 loads of clothes. He washes clothes great. He will add all types of softener. But guess what? Like,
Miss don't even wash dishes.
No, like he will clean immaculately.
Clean?
Okay. Like, he is like the ultimate cleaner when he
You see
cleans.
this background?
When he cleans.
We did this together.
We did this. We didn't do this together. Don't give me that bullshit.
And you see how funky it is?
You were complaining about the damn clock.
I don't know why there's a clock back there.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought the clock was kind of lit. I ain't gonna lie, low-key, I thought the clock was kind of lit. It was kind of cool. Add to the scenery.
Yeah, it's been 9 o'clock for 3 days.
My only thing with him is he refuses to pick up a pot and pan. I'd be like, babe, I don't have time to cook today because I'm coming home from work. I'd be like, you want to cook? He's like, oh, I'll buy something. I'm just like, how is this us saving money and being productive?
Maybe he just don't like his cooking.
Oh, you go to Steak and Shake? That's cheap.
I mean,
My problem with the whole thing is in the first year of marriage, I got at least probably a meal out of him a month, and now I can't even get eggs. Even when we were dating, I got eggs.
You still get dick. Ain't you happy?
Oh, yeesh.
Yeah, I can go too.
That doesn't require cooking. That doesn't require a pot and a pan, though. Okay.
But I mean, it goes back to like when we were dating. I wasn't no cook like that anyway, and like.
But you still made eggs.
I mean, I can still make eggs now.
But you don't make eggs.
Yeah, I wake up earlier than you. You don't even wake up.
He loves you. He's gonna upgrade to ramen.
Facts. I mean,
On the days we are up together and
Which
we
is
make
never.
brunch.
which is never.
Huh? You said which is never.
We're never up at the same time.
On Sundays for brunch.
Never. I just stay awake, and then you tell me to stay in the bed so you can stay asleep until you.
That
feel
is
like
not
waking
true.
up.
We wake up at the same time. Sometimes you're still asleep.
Barely.
You're lying.
Well, when she does want to wake up, because she sleeps a lot more than I do.
I know. I see her shut down mid-drink.
I need sleep to rejuvenate, okay?
She needs sleep for anything. It doesn't matter. She probably working
You
hours.
sleep,
She's tired. She
Nigga,
gotta sleep
most of her beginning relationships, she was sleep.
I went to school full time and I worked a full time job. Every
Nigga,
time I was off from school and work, I was at his house. Sir, I'm going to take a nap. I'm tired.
Nigga, I was a full-time student, worked 3 jobs.
When I met you,
Yes,
when I
with
met
the broken leg.
I'm like, weren't you in a wheelchair?
Thank you. Don't listen
And
to
I was
that.
still working. I was slinging that work.
Could have been working too hard with no legs.
Yeah, I was.
You never got up.
I was working my ass off.
I would just take a little nap and then we could go out. But I'm going to take a nap. I'll be out.
Take a nap. She literally sleep the whole time. We'd be sitting there on the couch watching the anime for hours. Sleep knocked out on my shoulders, out cold.
Then I'll wake up. We'll get some food. And
Bang the owl. Then she go right back to sleep.
then I'll wake up and go home.
Sleeping to me is like a sense of stress relief. It makes me calm. It's my happy
I'm just
place.
She
tired.
slept more than she breathed.
I mean,
Don't you feel like
And
I'm
now
a
look
nicer
at me
person
now.
when
I
I
can't
sleep,
get
babe?
even a
No,
2-second nap.
You just like to sleep. You're still the same person. You still wake up emotional as ever, but you just have a lot of energy to be emotional. That's all it is.
Whoa, god damn.
I mean, honestly, like, I think with her sleeping, it's like she sleep for so long. Like, people take naps. Nah, nigga, she go to sleep. Like, she'll go to sleep at like 1 o'clock, wake up at 8:30. Like, oh my god, I got the rest I needed. Like, nigga, you went to sleep for like the next day. You might as well just stay asleep at this point.
Bruh, I do not sleep that long. I've gotten better.
Okay, you literally sleep for 4. Your naps are 4 hours long.
No, I sleep in longer so I don't have to take a nap during the day now.
What? What argument was that? Oh, I eat more chicken so I don't get hungry. I'm still on a diet though.
So I sleep until 10:30 and so I don't nap during the day anymore.
Nigga, by 10:30, I'm almost halfway done with my work day.
It doesn't matter. I'm still productive during the day. I still clean the whole house, do the laundry, cook a meal. It doesn't matter when you wake up. It matters what you do after you wake up.
So, question: is the laundry done?
And this is all for today, folks. No, the laundry is not done. When it will be done, I don't know. But, this topic on privacy, it's just basically whatever
And
fits
pretty much
you.
everything else, honestly.
It's just whatever fits you in your relationship. Every relationship is different. Some people like no privacy. Some people like their privacy. There's no right or wrong answer, really and truly, when it comes to anything when it deals with marriage at all.
Yeah, but sometimes they like sleep, but they really like sleep.
Please. I can't stand this man. Anybody want a husband? He's for sale.
Mm-hmm.
He's for
So,
sale.
what we at 6 years now? 4 more years before I upgrade to a new model? What?
You really trying to die? You know what? Let me end this before this man dies. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment any topics you'd like to hear below. We'll see you next time.
All right, peace.
Death.